Good morning, everybody. Matt M. Roy here again. Well, it's once again time for a room tour. I've had quite a bit of changes since the last one I did. I think it's been about a year ago. As you walk in, you can see my Alvin and the Chipmunks Chipwrecked poster. It actually fell a little bit the other day. It was mounted even. You can kind of see right there where it was taped on. But I guess I didn't do a very good job because I would say that fell a good couple inches. And as we walk down, you can see my little mirror here. And there's me. Hi, everybody. Got some of my old soccer trophies back when I was in middle school. See, that would have been about 1992. And a couple bowling trophies as well. I used to play back around 1995. And the first setup here, this is my DOS gaming computer. And I have been meaning to make a video on this. I built this probably about 2 years ago. And I'll go ahead and turn it on real quick. This started life out as a Dell Dimension XPS D233. The 233 means it is a Pentium 2, 233 megahertz base CPU with MMX technology. As you can see, that is what it is. It is totally stock with the 32 megabytes of RAM that came with it. Except instead of running Windows 95, it is running DOS 6.22. And I also installed Windows 3.1 on there. And again, I will be doing a better video on this within the next couple of days, so stay tuned. If we pan over to the left, there's my clothing closet. Up there we have a little shelf with some of my little stuffed animals. A bunch of them my girlfriend gave me last year. Little picture of a Coke. Looks like a a Coke sign. Panning down here, just got some DVDs and some video games. A couple old Panasonic transistor radios and a General Electric tape recorder. Now, this is one of my newer acquisitions. As you say, I have Max Arcade's YouTube channel up. This computer I have here is a Gateway. Let's see if I can get the model GT5238E. And I picked this up at our local thrift store for $25. And I'll put it right there. You guys can pause to read the specs if you want. It is a Core 2 Duo based system. Originally came with a gig of memory, but I upgraded it to 3 gigabytes. The hard drive is still original, and I installed Windows 7 on it. And I also put in, it had that DVD burner on top, but I also put in a DVD-ROM CD burner combo drive right under it. And it also came with that 9-in-1 memory card reader. Unfortunately, this is not SD high capacity compatible. So read everything except the SD cards that are over 4 gigabytes. Down here, we have one of my HP LaserJet 2200 series printers. As you've seen in my previous videos, they are excellent printers. This is not that same one, though. I actually picked this up at our local thrift store about 2 weeks ago for $10. This one's not perfect. It needs a new drum because it doesn't clean properly. It actually prints out a line on the side of the page, but it is very faint and it's just good for everyday printing. The monitor I have hooked up to this is a 19-inch IBM Pro Series monitor. Probably would have come with one of the ThinkCenter systems back in the day. I'm saying this is probably from about 2004, maybe 2005. This was another thrift store acquisition. I wound up giving a whopping $13 for this. As you can see, it is like brand new. The picture on this monitor is phenomenal. I did a few tweaks with the ATI toolkit, so it looks better than it would have. It looks even better than it would have stock. Right up there is my webcam. This is a Microsoft VX7000 series webcam. This was another thrift store find. It's not a high definition webcam. It does VGA video, but it has really good optics, and it does have a 2 megapixel still camera built into it. So if I need to take any shots, it does a decent job. As we pan around here, you guys will remember this cabinet I got to house most of my Alvin and the Chipmunks collectibles with. I might adjust that in the future, but it's going to stay like that for now. Over here, this is my little alcove area. And you can see I have a bunch of my DVDs, Blu-rays, and whatnot. My Blu-ray player sits right down here. And under that is the subwoofer and my 24-port SMC hub. And I could not live without this because I literally, you can see how many connections are in there. I mean, it's nowhere full, but it's getting close. I'm gonna be adding some connections to it really soon. Right above here, I have a Retro Duo. This is a NES and a Super NES, or Famicom and Super Famicom if you're in Japan. It really does a good job. The only complaint I have is for certain games, the audio processor is not that great. Works good for Zelda, but if you put in like the original Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt, it really sounds awful. It just does not process the audio very well. But it's better than the original Nintendos, which nowadays don't even work properly. The doors and the mechanisms just were pretty much all worn out. Here we have my 40-inch Insignia LCD TV. And I know what you guys are probably saying, why didn't you go LED? Well, it was pretty much the price issue for me. And this really is a nice TV set. Right here I have my Hewlett-Packard quad-core Pavilion Tower. It's AMD Athlon X4. This, I believe, is the 624 CPU. As you can see, it's running Windows 7, and it does have NVIDIA graphics, but I did put in an ATI Radeon 6670 HD card. So it's quite a bit better than stock. Under that is my FiOS TV box, and not much to say about that. And under that is my surround sound receiver. This is an Onkyo 7.1 channel, 85 watt per channel system. Now, I'm not running this in the 7.1 channel because the speakers I have are only set up for 5.1, but luckily this switches back and forth easily, and in 5.1 mode it gives me even more power. And you can see right there, there's the subwoofer for it. And then we have the right, left, and center speakers. And there we have the left speaker. And right here is the right channel speaker. And I will hang these up eventually, but I haven't had a chance to get to it. Now right here is the setup near my bed. This is a Westinghouse 32-inch TV. This is the one that used to be in the corner in the alcove. Nothing too special to write home about. Another high-definition FiOS box. Under that we have my Pioneer DVL 909 Laserdisc player. I have a Toshiba DVD recorder, a JVC VHS player, and under that is a Sony Betamax. And then I actually adopted a Dell surround sound speaker system, which you can see the subwoofer right there. Got speaker right there, right channel, left channel. And then up here I have the surround sound units. Even though this is technically a surround sound system, I actually have it set up like 4-channel stereo. What I actually wound up doing was these are the left and right audios going into the TV. So I had these extra adapters, and I hooked in, this is the basic left and right, and then from down here I went, and this is the subwoofer and the back left and right speakers, and I hooked them up basically in the series, so now, like I said, it just acts like a 4-channel stereo. Now over here, have my little shelving unit that has the rest of my Alvin and the Chipmunks collection. And I know there are a lot of you that have wanted to see an update, but honestly, other than the new shelf, nothing really has changed. I pretty much have the same stuff I did about a year ago. There are some of my videos, and the Laserdisc stuff is on the bottom. Moving along here, we have one of my old radios, speaker, and here is the famous printer. Now this is my original HP 2200 series, and still doing just fine, and this is actually the one I use most often. Over here we have a HP PhotoSmart C8180 all-in-one printer. It's a decent printer. It has an issue sometimes where it says the ink system has failed, and I know I did a video on this a while back. I still haven't totally fixed that problem, but I'm getting there. I actually did reset it, and I opened this up, and there's a little door behind here that tends to swing open, and I kind of made sure that stays shut. I actually had to glue it shut. And I haven't had any other issues since, so fingers crossed that might have fixed the problem. One nice feature about this that I really love, you don't see this on many printers anymore, is the built-in LightScribe DVD burner. This will actually let you, once you put in a SD card or whatever, you can actually burn a DVD right from that card. And there's even a way, this is connected wirelessly right now, and there's even a way using the software that you can connect a computer wirelessly and use this drive to burn DVDs. Now, I don't have that set up because all of my systems already have burners in it, but it is a very nice feature of this particular printer. Now, this setup right here is my little workstation. I have a 17-inch mag flat screen monitor, LCD of course. This is a Cybex SwitchView SC. This is a 4-port KVM switch. I'm only using 2 ports right now because that's what this desk is set up for. I have one set of cables there on the left, one set of cables on the right. So I can have 2 different PCs working at one time. And like I said, this is the bench that I do all my repairs on. Over here we got my stereo system, my Pioneer HR 800, I think it is, HR 100, 8-track player, my Sony mini disc player, my Sony dual cassette, Pioneer VSX 405 stereo receiver, not a surround sound, but still a very nice unit, and my RCA 5-disc changer with MP3 capabilities. I really like that because I can burn discs that have about 300 songs, pop them in there, and just take a nap. Under that, this is just for some cassette storage. Here is my Audio Technica turntable. This is the one that I got at a garage sale up at my grandmother's in New York. I paid $5 for it, and it is literally like brand new. And it does 45s and 33s, not 78s. Here's the other speaker, and then just some storage up here. And this is my bed. Nothing really special about that, just a double bed. I'm a big guy, so I have to have at least a double bed. And here's my main computer setup. This is pretty much what I use for doing my work. This is a dual monitor setup. Right here on the right, we have a LG 22-inch LED monitor. This I did not pick up at a thrift store. I did buy this at Best Buy last year. And right next to it is a 19-inch E-Machines, this will focus, LED high-definition monitor. And this one I did pick up at a thrift store locally. I paid about $25 for that. My speaker setup is a Logitech. You can see the left speaker there. Right speaker over here, and then the little subwoofer on the bottom. Excuse the cable mess. Most of you know it's challenging at best to keep everything organized. And the tower here, this is a Dell Vostro 200 series tower. Picked this one up off of Craigslist a few months ago. I paid about $100 for this one. This is a Core 2 Duo. I have 4 gigs of memory in this and a 1 terabyte hard drive. It's got dual DVD burners. And right down here you got 4 USB 2.0 ports, headphone and microphone port. One thing I am going to do eventually is I am going to put in a 12-in-1 memory card reader. I will definitely do a video on that once it's installed and show you how it works. And I guess that's about everything with this computer. As you can see, it's really nice to have the dual monitor set up. I can have one web page running on this monitor, and then I can open another one and have it running on here. It really comes in handy if I'm doing research. It's a nice, quick system. I actually use this more than my quad core. My quad core is mainly for gaming, but my everyday work usually happens on this system. And that is it for my room tour. Do a quick pan. If there's anything specific you guys want me to review, just leave a comment, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.